Research is pretty clear. Video seems to be one of the up and coming ways to reduce patient anxiety. It opens up that patient to allow for questions at their initial exam. It allows them to get more comfortable with the provider long before they ever step in the office. And it seems to overcome many barriers, whether it's belief barriers or anxiety or even language barriers. Video and showing face and seeing movement seems to really help form a bond early on in the new patient exam. So how can you do it and where should you do it? Well, I think that video, it's not just in medicine that we see it really recommended. It's also recommended within marketing. Why is that important? Number one, you should be marketing your practice, right? You want to grow your practice, but it also tells us where people's mindset is. See, in medical research, it's often years or decades behind in its ideas and its approaches, whereas marketing seems to be very current and cutting edge. So if a tool works in marketing, we can use that as an early adopter program to know it's going to work within medicine. For example, it used to be when I first got into practice, almost 17 years ago, it was questionable whether or not your office should send weekly emails to your patient base. Now, I would say for the last 5 to 10 years, it's been a part of what's required just the table stakes of being a provider. Almost every provider I know sends a weekly email to their patient base. But marketing now is saying, hey, we should be using SMS messaging. You're starting to see that grow. We talked about that yesterday. And the use of video will be more prevalent. It's certainly more prevalent within marketing, and it's going to be more prevalent within medicine. Now, I'm not talking about a video like in telehealth, although that is a form of video. What I'm really talking about is using pre-recorded videos and custom videos to build relationships with patients and have a fantastic first visit. So what are some ways you could use video in your own office? Number one, use video to welcome patients into your office. Imagine how much anxiety is reduced. Just imagine when you send a video of yourself. Hey, this is Dr. Satterlee. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10:45. And listen, Johnny, if you're looking for our building, it's the one with the 2 palm trees out front and a fountain in the middle. A simple video like that goes a long way to break down any barriers that they may have where they can now get comfortable with you in that video rather than spending the first 10 minutes of your new patient exam hoping they get comfortable. You can also use it if you have a very large office with multiple providers or multiple people at the front desk. Introduce whoever they should walk up to. Hey, Johnny, we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10:45. Hey, by the way, my name is Josh. When you walk in the office, please look for me. I should be at the front desk, and I'd love to meet you and take care of you. I hope to see you then. Right? Some sort of simple video like that. Again, welcoming that patient in, reducing anxiety, building that relationship. And those are all the actions that help ensure that we're getting more accurate information at that initial exam, which, as we've discussed before, reduces those false negatives. We don't want to have false negatives. We want to get an accurate history so we can diagnose people appropriately. They often say that 80% of the diagnosis happens in the history, but if it's inaccurate or incomplete information, can we rely on that to be our best marker? So video works great for that. We can also use online courses to educate clients and patients. We can do that before they're patients, or we can do it while they are patients. We'll get into that later, why that's so important. You can also use video-based education for marketing. Think about workshops. If you're somebody that's done workshops on nutrition or spinal health, or, I've done a bunch on eliminating back pain while playing golf. I've probably given that workshop 100 times in my life. Hitting the ball farther and having less back pain. They're all great, but education goes a long way to provide new patients for you because they know, like, and trust you. They hear how expert you are in your field, and allows them to have that confidence and reduce that anxiety. Finally, sending video message after the first visit seems to result in a much higher patient adherence. They complete their care plan, they continue going, and part of it is just building that personal relationship. And it's always good to weave in one little personal detail. My favorite always is if they mention their dog or their pet, make sure you mention that pet's name while in your video. So something as simple as, hey, it was nice meeting you today at your new patient exam. We look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for your follow-up. And by the way, give Scruffy a scratch for us. All right, something as simple as that, or dog owners, goes a long way.